Hey y'all, hi. All right, this is it, the big one. At least it feels like the big one to me. I managed to cram all of my lip products into this little box. It's deeper than it maybe looks from there, so it's a lot. I managed to cram it all into this little box and bring it down here. The reason it feels like the big one to me is this. I love lip products. I love lipstick. I've said it so many times. I've become self-aware about this. This is a makeup category that I love freely. I'm okay with that love. I'm okay with having more lip products than I can assiduously use. You know, I'm okay with having some that I just use once in a while because it brings me joy to have a relative abundance of lip products and to use the ones that I have. At the same time, I find myself not using them as well, quote unquote, meaning not taking as good advantage of them, the ones that I have, as I tend to do of other categories of product because lips tend to come last. So I'll be applying makeup, I'll have fun with complexion, I'll put on my brow products, I'll put on some blush, maybe some eyeshadow, some mascara, and then it'll come time for lips and it'll feel like a bold lip will be too much. So I'll just go for a chapstick or something. And then my beautiful lipsticks end up languishing. So I've known for a long time that I have this kind of paradoxical relationship with lip products where I love them the most of anything, but I kind of wear them the least. And these days, there's an added layer, which is that I've been wearing lip products less than ever because I am kissing my baby like 1,000 times a day. So even just a tinted chapstick or something kind of feels like it's getting in the way of that, which is to say that I think that in this case, I'm going to have to really make allowances for myself for the fact that lifestyles shift and morph, allow myself basically to love this type of product that I am not actually making that much use of right now. Practically, I'm just using lip products when I film or when I go out, or sometimes at the beginning of the day and then it'll like wear away a little bit. And if I just went according to those guidelines, for this declutter, just practical guidelines, I would keep very few of these products. I would whittle it down to almost nothing. But I know that I don't want to do that. So that means that I'm going to be making some impractical decisions during this declutter. I know that, and I'm saying it to myself and to you up front so that we can embrace it as we move through together. If this is your first time to my channel, then welcome. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm partway through my big end-of-year makeup collection declutter. There should be some videos that are already posted. There will be more coming after this. And if you like it, I hope you'll subscribe. Now let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. So I talked a big game at the beginning about making impractical decisions and being willing to keep products just because I love them, even though I know that I'm not getting what is to me like good use value out of this collection right now. But having it all laid out before me like this makes me want to declutter it a little bit more roughly because it's overwhelming. And one of the things I have to admit looking at it like this, one of the things that's keeping me from wearing lip products in a judicious way is that there are too many of them. And the drawer has been an absolute mess, as you'll be able to tell in the upcoming video where I show like the before and after of my entire vanity. So now going into it from here, I really feel like I just want to keep the things that I love the most, just like I do every year. But this is what I'll be doing. Just keeping the things that I love the most, kind of holding my feet to the fire, but not necessarily making myself answer the question, but am I going to wear it right away? Am I wearing it now? You know, like it'll be okay if I'm not necessarily wearing it right away or wearing it now, but some of this has got to go. Let's go category by category. Okay, so down here we have lipsticks, what I consider to be lipsticks because of pigment level. So regardless of how they're marketed, if to me it is a lipstick, like a pigmented product that makes me look like I'm wearing a lipstick, then it's down here. Up here are glosses and balms, according to me. Again, no matter how they're marketed, if it has that kind of like ease of wear, if it's more about shine, if it's more of a watery formula, it's up here. But the glosses and balms are mixed together. I'll have to separate them out when I get there. I'm going to start with lipsticks. And, pencils are obviously over here. We'll get to all of those in a minute. Okay, the Rouge Quad. I simply cannot bring myself to part with this, even though I rarely wear it because of the format. It's such a beautiful piece of makeup. I end up using it sometimes like for photography, even like having it sitting on a surface. This is the quintessential example of an unwise keep. I'm keeping it because I love it and not because I wear it. Kind of. But I'm going to say for the record that I want to make an effort to wear this more. Everything about it is fantastic. I just end up overlooking it. I'm going to make an effort, and if I haven't managed to succeed in that effort by the time my next declutter rolls around, whenever that is, that might be it for this. But I'm going to give it one more chance. This absolutely stunning, luxurious lip product in a leather case. I can't remember the name of this brand right now, but I got this from Violet Grey for a Violet Grey review. The shade name is here on the replaceable bullet. It's nude brown. To me, it's not a nude or a brown. It's more of like a soft pink, but I remember really loving it. I just want to keep this. I haven't been wearing it, but I'm hoping that I'll thin things out enough so that when it's time to reach for a lipstick, I might wear it. It's just one of those things that I reviewed, stuck in my drawer, and then forgot about. And I don't want that to be the end of its story. Again, I want to give it another chance. La Bouche Rouge. See the stamp there, the embossing says LBR, La Bouche Rouge. That's the brand. All right, I'm throwing myself a bone. The Chantecaille Lip Chic in Meadow. This is a great product in a color that doesn't work for me. And I remember I kept it in my last declutter, kind of just hoping against hope that it would find its way to my lips, and it has not. So it's going to go. This is the Kier Weiss Lip Balm. And I ended up not really liking this. It has that pale semi-opacity that makes it gather in my lip lines. The product is really nice, the consistency of it. I mean, Kier Weiss can kind of do no wrong in terms of formula, but the color isn't right for me. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. I'm going to do the Merit lipsticks all together. I just don't think I can part with my Merit lipsticks. I don't have all of the colors. I ended up giving away a couple last year. But I love and wear all of the ones that remain. Tiger and 1990 are my favorites. L'Avenue, Cabo, and Baby are more like occasional wears for me. And then Aperitif is that beautiful, straight, mid-toned red that was limited edition. These are just my most dependable, sure thing lipsticks. There's nothing like them. But it kind of makes me think, do I then need to keep all of these? I mean, I definitely want to keep this incredible grayish lipstick. This is Dusty Mauve. It's from the Ulta Beauty collection. I tend to keep Gone Greige as a reference point. I kept this. Oh, but the color's so beautiful. I kept this last year just to have one, this ZC Dragon lipstick. I mean, and I definitely haven't worn it. And I feel like if I'm going to wear a red, it's a really pretty soft red. This is a shade MO5. The formula is great too, but this is what I want to be saying to myself. If I'm going to wear a soft red, I actually think I'm more likely to reach for this Kier Weiss lip tint. It's funny, as beautiful as the packaging is, it makes it intimidating for me. It makes me not consider actively wearing it. And I've gone from being all about the kind of ridiculous and beautiful to all about the sort of sleek and luxuriously practical, honestly. I think I'm okay with letting that go. I am going to keep this Kier Weiss, and I'm going to keep Gucci. Oh, it's over here. A Royal Scandal, best lipstick ever. Gucci Lorna Doone. An extraordinary mix-in. But Lorna Doone, it does make my teeth look a little yellow. Might be on the chopping block. Because here's the thing, this Natasha Denona lipstick, I love. This is Beatrice from the I Need a Nude collection. And it kind of does for me what I always hoped Lorna Doone would do. I mean, they're different. They're different, but they are kind of like sisters. And there's something about the peach yellow in Lorna Doone that it just never quite works. I think I need to finally admit that. Even though I mixed this with a lip liner when I got married, I don't think I want to keep it around just because of that. Because when I see it, it's like laden with this feeling that I should keep it. But what happens is I get it mixed up with a Royal Scandal. I go to try to find a Royal Scandal, which truly is my favorite lipstick. And then I get this one instead. And I'm like, what am I doing in here? What if I declutter it? BK Beauty Grace is another very wearable, soft neutral pink. I like the extra neutrality of the Natasha Denona lipstick. The formula of the BK Beauty lipstick is really unbeatable. For the time being, I'm going to leave that here. Ooh, L'Oreal Color Reshine in Le Beige. It's so good. But how similar is it to... I don't know, let's look at Merit Baby next to these. Oh, Baby's kind of got that grungy putty pink. It's not the same. There's Merit L'Avenue, which has just got more red in it and less brown. I don't think there is a Merit dupe for Le Beige. These Surratt lipsticks are very interesting. This is Nude de Soleil. I like the sheerness, but I found myself not wearing this one as much because like Lorna Doone, there's something about the peach in it. It doesn't brighten me up. You know what I mean? It doesn't really flatter. Whereas this one, Heaven, I've ended up wearing more than I expected to. This is such a great formula. And it's a little pinker than anything else that I have here. I think Nude de Soleil, I was so excited about it when it was first new. And over time in my collection, that's this right here. What's happened is that I reach for it over and over again and I put it on and then I end up wiping it off because it's like, oh, it's just not quite working with the look that I have on. It's not quite working today. That's happened so many times that I think that it means that it's not ideal for me. Okay, these are Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Velvet Dragon isn't going anywhere. I mean, this is the greatest red. My greatest red. Velvet Affair. Oh, I forgot that the bullet was kind of broken on this. I mean, when I say kind of broken, it's completely broken. Like it is broken. I mean, I just pushed it back in. I don't know how long that'll really last, but I'm going to wear Merit L'Avenue before I'm going to wear that. And it's a little bit different. Like it has a little bit of a rust in it, sort of like a bloody rust. But I just think that I'll look and feel better in the Merit formula and color, Merit L'Avenue right there, than I will in this Lisa Eldridge one. I keep doing this. I keep acquiring a Lisa Eldridge lipstick or two throughout the year and then decluttering it at the end of the year because I'm like, I like my other lipsticks better, except for Velvet Dragon, which endures. It's just the greatest. And I think it's one of these situations where I have my one, you know? I have the one that's perfect for me. This, the Refi Orchid Lip Blush, I love the way this looks so much. And it has like a weird metallic smell and taste, which I was willing to put up with when I was testing it and trying it. And I was like, oh, it's not that bad. In this context where I'm really looking at all of my other lipsticks, that's reason enough for it to be one of the ones that bites the dust. Okay, and I haven't swatched this Kiwi Fuzz Cherry Pick. This is a weird About Face Beauty product that it's a very strong fruit flavor, but I love the color so much. Oh, wow, look at this. This is basically a dupe for Le Beige right there. Look at that. And you know what's interesting? Oh my gosh, those are so similar. Le Beige has this weird, like old school drugstore lipstick smell. That's this, L'Oreal Le Beige. It smells sort of like baby powder, violet candy. It kind of puts me off. I don't like the smell. And I'm being totally honest with myself here. I pass it over because of that smell. I love the color. I love the consistency of it. It's like the drugstore version of a Merit lipstick. I really love that. And even though I've complained about how strong the fruit smell is on this About Face Beauty lip product, it's a strong fruit smell, but it's not off-putting. It's just a strong fruit smell, but I'm okay with it. This is like, it's yucky to me, kind of, the smell. Knowing that they're the same color, I would rather deal with the strong fruit smell than the sort of yucky smell. So I'm excited to know that I can just wear this and it's giving me what Le Beige would have given me. And it emboldens me to let this go because of the smell. Wow, I'm really making progress. I'm feeling very no nonsense this year with the declutters. I want a smaller collection. I don't want to lie to myself. I want to keep what I really love. I'm desperate for my makeup collection to be small enough so that I'll wear it. That's kind of what it is. I'm really serious about it because I want to feel really drawn to it instead of feeling overwhelmed. So here's what we've ended up with for lipsticks, but I feel like I want to tighten it up even more. I think I was thinking that maybe one of those could go because they're both kind of thin, nourishing formulas. This is BK Beauty Grace, and that is Surratt Heaven. And I was thinking it would be the Surratt because it's so pink, but I just know that color, it actually looks kind of well. I think I'll end up being glad that I have these to finish certain looks. Let's stick with this, go on to the other category, and then see how I feel at the end. I think that my desire to shrink this down even further, I'm staying my own hand because I'm like, oh, when am I wearing these? But I have to remind myself of what I said at the beginning, which is that just because I'm not wearing them a ton right now doesn't mean that I don't want to keep them. And this is a pretty edited collection. Okay, glosses and balms. I'm going to, I think, separate out the glosses from the balms. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here are the glosses and here are the balms. And I did it based on texture, not on pigment. So the things over here are just a little bit more sticky for the sake of shine or slippy, like slidey, lip oil, that kind of thing. And the things over here are like waxy lip protectant balms, which right now is my favorite category. Like these are the kinds of things that I'm wearing actually a lot. And in fact, let's start with them. So here's a product that I've reached for again and again, day after day, over and over, month after month in the past several months. It's the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Fast Lane. This is an example of my ideal product right now. It's got a little bit of pigment, but not too much. Goes with everything, easy to apply. It's nourishing, and it feels a little bit makeup-y, but ultimately it's skincare. So it's like a very high-end, satisfying, colorful chapstick. Actually, I'm going to put it on right now. These days, it feels like this is all I want to wear. And it makes me want to get more colors of it and to only keep things that are kind of like it. I'm not allowing myself to fully give in to that desire to like declutter my lip collection down to just this because I know that, especially when I'm on camera and when I go out, go to parties, go to things, I'm going to want to dig back into those lipsticks that I kept. But I'm just telling you how it's been right now. You know, this is just the one. Like it's emblematic of everything. It's not the only thing I've worn. In fact, I have actually been wearing this ridiculous Kosas Plump and Juicy Collagen Lip Boost a lot. It's ridiculous because it's so stiff that you have to squeeze like really, really, really hard to get it out. The packaging is such a bad match for the formula, but once it's out, it's wonderful. Really nourishing, actually looks very beautiful on the lips, very shiny. I'm going to put it on right now. And it's really thick. So I've worn that a lot, definitely keeping it. I've actually reached for this a lot. This is the Typology lip balm, the 9-ingredient lip balm. This is one of the things Khaki gave me when I was at her house last year. Was that last year? Earlier this year. What is a year? It's lovely. I mean, it's just a clear lip balm. You know, it's just a clear lip balm, but this is the kind of thing that I've been wanting to wear. So when I was decluttering my lipsticks, the ones I was keeping, it was sort of all theory. I was like, oh, I love this. I love this. Not like I've been wearing them. I just know that I love them. This is the stuff I've been wearing. Another thing I've been wearing, the Flight 0.70 tinted lip balm. And this is actually rather lipsticky for a tinted lip balm. This is the most pigmented lip product that I've worn consistently, that I've been like wearing a lot. It looks beautiful on the lips. I really love it. This is the kind of thing I'm really into right now. But here's the thing. Because I know I really love this one from Flight, I think I can part with this one from Typology. It's a little more watery. I like the waxier type of thing. This is really a lovely product. There's the Typology ones. You can see they have something in common in terms of color and the effect they provide on the lips. It's the Typology lip oil in plum purple. I like a bullet format for this kind of thing. I like a waxy formula that stays and stays, and they provide close enough to each other they provide an effect that is similar enough to one another that I don't need to keep them both. But I think that this Auric Haze lip tint also provides a somewhat similar effect, and it's not going anywhere. Well, not exactly the same. They're slightly different shades. I love the way that this looks on the lips and the way that it feels. Of the three of them, it's my favorite, but I think I'm going to keep the one from Flight as well. I also have Auric Plush Ritual in the neutral color, the color that's kind of similar to the cap here. I just keep that on my bedside table. It's my nightly lip mask. And I didn't even bring it down here because it's not with the rest of my lip products, but I'm keeping them both. This is a lip plumping product from Ourself. It was fantastic. It's called lip filler. It's supposed to really fill out your lips over time with consistent use. And I really liked it. And I did feel like it was effective. I just used it up a long time ago. I have these two serum balms from Make, and I kind of feel like they're used up too. At least this one is. Yeah, this one, Nude Nova, unfortunately is totally used up. I love this product. I do tend to go through it. Serum Balm Intense, that's not used up, not by a long stretch. But this, it's actually so intense. It's really like a lipstick. Yeah, I mean, that is intense. How can you call that a balm? Well, I guess when you spread it out. As you can tell, I've sort of lost touch with this product. I'm unfamiliar with it because I think of it as being very scary, pigmented, getting all over the place, etc. It's shocking the difference between how it looks when it's condensed into a little smear and how it looks when you buff it out. It's very, very different. It seems so pigmented, but then it's not. I don't know what to do about this. The fact of the matter is I haven't been wearing it because I don't quite know what to do with it. Like, I got these at the same time and I totally used this one up, and this one I almost never touch. I don't think I'll miss it. There are other things here that give me what I'm after in this realm. Gosh, what am I going to do about this? The Chantecaille Lip Crystal in Pink Opal. I love this thing. I haven't been wearing it that much, but I love it. I just forgot about it, but I don't think I want to let it go because I really do love how it sort of washes out my lips and nourishes them at the same time. The City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss, it's like one of those really intense lip plumping products. It like aggravates the lips into plumpness. I don't know if I'm really about that life right now. I haven't reached for this in a really long time. I might miss it. Sometimes when I'm really getting myself done up, if my lips are dry and they're kind of all wrinkled up, I'll use something like this to bring them alive and plump them up as I'm getting ready. And then I'll scrub it off and apply a lip product. I mean, I should be doing that when I get ready for filming. If I want to look my best, like that's what I should be doing instead of coming on camera with like my like wrinkled up, crusty old lips. I'm just not really doing that. It's like the older I get, the less interested I am in artifice, especially if it entails like putting something that doesn't taste good onto your lips and having it sit there for a while and it's all sticky and there are multiple steps. It's very effective and it does make me look better, quote unquote. I don't know. It's like I could see a day coming where I go for this and it's not there because I decluttered it and I'm like, ugh, why did I do that? But at the same time, I haven't used it in a long time, not just these past 3 or 4 months, but in a long time. Now I'm going to think about it. I would like to make more of an effort, so maybe I'll keep it. But here's what's going to go. These GlossierBalm.coms, because here's what happens. I reach for them because they're eye-catching, and then I overlook other things. And I like the typology better, and it serves the same purpose. So I'm just going to get these out of my life so that I don't keep disappointing myself by using them when there's so much else at my disposal. Like the Ilia Lip Wrap, for example. Absolutely my favorite lip balm ever. This is the one that I bought new not that long ago, I feel, towards the end of the summer. And, I've already used up most of it. I'm going to use that up until it's gone. This is a little mini pot of Jones Road Miracle Balm in what I think was a limited edition shade Pinky Brown. It was in like a holiday kit from Jones Road. I love it. I love the color. I love how it looks on the lips and the cheeks. If I didn't already have 2 lip balms on top of each other, I would put it on right now. I'm definitely going to keep this. To me, this is the appropriate size for Jones Road Miracle Balm. Like, I like this mini. Those huge pots of Miracle Balm that I had, I've actually ended up giving them away as gifts to friends and family members. It makes so much sense for my friends and family members who don't wear that much makeup, but who do like that product to have a big thing of it. For me, this is the size that makes sense. I'm really happy to have this little one. And then this is a random Estee Lauder product, I think, that my friend Becca gave me. It is a pretty kind of reddish brown, but I think that the Flight product is serving the same purpose. I just never bonded with this, but I really bonded with the Flight one, so that can go. And then this, the Westman Atelier Fancy Balm thing, that's not what it's called. Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm. I remember acquiring this about this time last year, and I really loved it. I've totally used it up, though. It's like, there's an annoying thing about this, which is that you can't really scrape the sides with the wand. Well, maybe I just haven't been trying hard enough, because I just did it. I've just been feeling like you can't scrape the sides with the wand. Oh my gosh, maybe I haven't used it up. I'm going to keep it. I thought I was going to declutter it as an empty. Now I'm going to keep it and see if I can get more use out of it. Okay, I actually parted with a great many Balms, and I feel really good about the ones that remain, but I'm not going to keep the City Beauty thing. I look at this pile of things and I see it and I'm like, that needs to be decluttered. That's like how I feel about it. This is great. This is a great little collection for me. Let's look at the glosses. I am more into balms these days than glosses because glosses tend to be sticky. And if my hair is going to stick in it or if it's going to stick on skin, I'm just unlikely to be reaching for it. I like slick, nourishing types of balms. Sticky balms, which I've sometimes put up with in the past because they're very beautiful, I think might get cut in this round. So the Sigma Renew Lip Oil is an example of that. It's a really lovely lip gloss. It looks great, but it's got that stickiness. You know, that classic lip gloss stickiness. The Kosas, the terribly named Kosas Lip Oil, which is actually just super sticky. I love how this looks on the lips. I just don't think it's realistic for me to keep that. The one from Chantecaille, though, I don't want to part with this. Realistically, though, it's in that category. See, the Juvia's Place, for example, it has like a slick slidiness, and it doesn't have that goopy stickiness. And actually, the brown is more of a yucky neutral, even than the Chantecaille. So that's working better for me these days. I haven't worn Isamaya Black Veil in a while, but it has that same quality. It's a little bit sticky, but it doesn't have like sticky goop, you know? Ooh, swatching it is making me remember how much I loved it. And I remember feeling like the Exa lip oil was a good kind of dupe for it. It's weird. A lot of these products are smelling very chemically to me right now, and my sense of smell has really returned to normal, so I don't think it's hormones. It might be that some of them have gone off a little bit. Like the Chantecaille, when I smelled it, it smelled like it had gone off a little bit, and these Exa ones are smelling like they've gone off a little bit as well. Yeah, I think they might have. They're not sticky at all. They're actually that really slick, lovely jelly-like finish, and I love this Exa product, but I think they're past their prime. I keep holding on to this vanillic lip in disco for old time's sake, and then I keep not wearing it. I think I just need to cut ties. It was such a good product, but I need to let it go. Like, I need to stop dragging it behind me. I need to leave it in the past. This is relatively new to me. This is the Juvia's Place Plumping Gloss Stick in Sugar Cookie. This could have gone in the lipsticks. It's so pigmented, but it is a very plumping gloss. It's sort of still in purgatory, but I've actually been wearing it a lot lately. I'm going to hang on to it for now. This isn't the only Refi gloss I have. I have the brown one as well. This is Taupe. I actually end up reaching for these a lot because I love the applicator. They're so easy to wear. They're kind of like gloss balms to me. You can see what I'm into here, can't you? And then the Merit Shade Slick, a great product. Taupe. This is actually really old. These two are really old, Taupe and Marrakesh. I have an unopened container of Marrakesh. Container, what am I talking about? Tube? What would you call this? Thing? Component? I have an unopened receptacle of Marrakesh that Merit sent me a month or two ago when I was doing some sponsored work for them. I think these are old. They're past their prime. So I'm going to declutter those, but I'm going to open the new Marrakesh. And then I'm going to keep Falcon. Merit also just sent this one to me. This one is fresh. I haven't really gotten to play with it much, but look at that beautiful, rich, deep brown, like cool toned brown. You can always count on Merit for a cool toned brown. Oh my gosh, look at me. Look at me. This is so much more appropriate and approachable a collection of lip glosses for me right now. I'm so happy with this as my gloss collection. I cannot even tell you. I just feel like these I will actually wear. This size of gloss collection, it gives the glosses a fighting chance against everything else in my lip drawer. Let's look quickly at the pencils. So this isn't too many lip pencils for me. Maybe I can whittle it down a little bit. I really like these from Unearthly. They're very strange browns, and I tend to wear lip colors in these colors, so those are good for me to have. Do I need all of these from Esam? This is my only red lip liner, and so I'm definitely going to keep that one. I don't think I need this pink-orange one. The brown one is the one that I use the most. I love this one with the plum colors in it. I've clearly used this quite a bit, but I feel like this pink leans a little peachy on me. So I think these two can go, especially because Khaki from Thrive and the Exa Bear Your Hopes lip liner are both such great neutrals for me. They're better, my lips, but better colors than that Esam one that I just decluttered. This is really old. This is a Lancome Natural Mauve lip liner, but you know what? I end up using it kind of a lot. I don't think it needs to be decluttered. I think it needs to be sharpened. I'm going to keep this and sharpen it. So we cut it down a little bit. And in terms of the overall collection, my friends, we cut it down a lot. Let's back up and look at it. Okay, so these are the keeps over here, and these are the declutters over here. There are 39 keeps, including the liners, and 26 declutters. But there are 8 lip liners over here. For some reason, I feel like lip liners aren't as significant. So if you take those out, it's about 25 declutters and about 30 products that I'm keeping. Closer to half and half than it is to anything else, kind of. Pretty aggressive work. And at the same time, I feel really pleased with the collection I've ended up with. I feel like I have a lot of choices. I have a lot of nourishing balms. I have a lot of choices when it comes to strong lip color, like real lipsticks. Increasingly, I feel that I can be happy with a little bit less. And increasingly, I feel okay with letting go of things, even if they're good products or I've loved them in the past. Sometimes just solely for the reason that having less allows me to cherish better the things that I do have. And in some of these cases today, that is what happened. I used relatively frivolous reasons for some of these, for letting them go, just to allow myself to part ways, to shrink this collection, and to make it feel better and more approachable to me. So that's what I'm left with: lipsticks, lip balms, lip glosses, and lip liners. This has definitely gotten me excited about a type of product that I was feeling a bit disconnected from, as you might have been able to tell during the introduction. I feel a little more motivated to try to find a way to wear my bolder lip products. I feel excited about filming in the new year as a chance to wear these bolder lip products, and more motivated to focus on building my looks around lip products, which is actually the way that I successfully wear them as much as I want to. So hopefully that will happen. We can look forward to it together, and hopefully you enjoyed being here with me. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I hope that you're remembering to take extra good care of yourself so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.